Managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. I don't even know how to do that. What's going on, everybody? We eating some breakfast. Got some turkey sausage and some like Southwest style eggs. Looks like it's got like peppers and cheese and stuff in it. Over here at Whole Foods. Banging. Hope y'all having a wonderful day today. It's beautiful out today. A little chilly. I'm in North Carolina, and for the last like 4 or 5 days, mind you, it's February. It's supposed to be cold. Damn, that's banging. Flavor blast. My mouth watering. But it's been like 60, 70 degrees during the day. And then it'll get down to like 40 at night. But today it's a little bit chillier. What we got? Today is 48, which it feels great outside. Like, it's perfect weather to me. But we're eating some breakfast. Drinking some water. Living in a Tesla's been crazy. But sometimes I gotta just take a second. I decided to go live because I feel like no matter what we're going through, everything is relative to the individual. But it's like no matter what we're going through, we all feel like, man, like things just suck. And then sometimes, like a beautiful day like this, the sun's shining on my car, I got a good breakfast, and it's like I'm blessed. Like there's somebody somewhere, maybe even watching, that's in a completely different situation. And while there's times where I feel like, man, it can't get no worse, it definitely can. It definitely can. Probably shouldn't be taking these gigantic bites while I'm live talking to y'all, but I'm hungry. So in the mornings, I work at a pharmaceutical lab. I'm essentially a glorified janitor, and they test for like cancer treatments and like sickle cell drugs and diabetes, all kinds of stuff. So we're constantly having to like full hazmat suited out and clean it out. And then on top of that, I deliver for Amazon. I drive for Uber too. What's going on, Silly? I hope you're doing good this morning. We're just talking about how beautiful today is, man, and how like we gotta really take some time sometimes and just appreciate what we have and look at our blessings. Because you may not know, and I'm eating some I got some turkey sausage, and I got some Southwest cheese eggs. It's got like peppers and cheese, and I got it from I'm sitting here in the Whole Foods parking lot. I'm over here in the Whole Foods parking lot. Yeah, it's actually really, really, really good. The little turkey sausage is like, it's like a flavor bomb. Like they put a lot of seasoning in it. It's got a little spice to it. I haven't tried the eggs yet, but I was so hungry this morning. And I've been on this kick lately where I've been just buying drinks in glass bottles. Like I'll drink out of plastic sometimes because sometimes you don't got no option, but it's a good morning, man. I'm blessed. You know, I live in this Tesla. For those of you who don't know and who are new watching, but this is kind of the basis of the channel right now. Is, I mean, you can't kind of tell. There's my blanket, and I got my bed back there. It's like it's a Tesla mattress, like, so it fits like the crevices around the outside, but This is my it's my home base. I've been doing this for going on now. I think in May. Yeah, in May I'll have had this car for a year. I bought it used. It's a 21 Tesla Model Y. I bought it used with like 48,000 miles on it. Um, I drive a lot. It's already got 85,000 miles on it. So in less than a year, I've put over 40,000 miles on this car. So it's safe to say I drive a lot. I probably drive 15,000 miles a year just between every other weekend picking up my son. My son lives out in the mountains in North Carolina. I live in central Piedmont area in North Carolina and around the capital. Um, but it's been a crazy journey, you know. And of course, when I have him, I'll book like an Airbnb or we'll get a hotel and just kind of have experiences and stuff. But cost of living is just so high here in America that I'm doing everything I can to reduce it so I can still hit my investment goals, so I can have something to retire on when I can't work. But I was telling everybody how in the mornings I work as like a glorified janitor at a pharmaceutical lab, and there's a lot of times where I just forget to eat. Or it's too late and I try not to eat fast food except for like on a rare occasion, like once or twice a month. And so I woke up this morning just like famished, like dying of starvation, feeling like obviously not dying of starvation, but feeling like it. But yeah, I had to get some breakfast. I got to go to my storage unit in a minute. I'm gonna show y'all how the self-driving works, like when you're pulling out and going somewhere. The self-driving is crazy. I always talk to my son, and he's always like, "Dad, like when I get 16, he's 8 right now. He's like, when I get 16, you know, can I have? I want your Tesla." And I'm like, "Dude, if I still have it by then, like, of course you can have it." But I think in my head sometimes and seeing like where technology is going and where the future of things are going, and there might not be a steering wheel or pedals for us in 10 years, you know, or 8 years, whatever. Actually being in a car that drives itself and experiencing it, it is so much better than the average human driver. And I say that because like I said, I drive about 40,000 miles a year, and I've done it for the last 6 years, driving 40 to 60,000 miles a year. Um, uh, there's sometimes this car sees things that I don't see, like when it's late outside and it's nighttime and I'm on some back roads, like it has seen deer in the woods that I would have never noticed. Like it'll randomly break and I'll jolt, be like, "Oh, what's going on?" And you'll see a deer or you'll see one jump across the road or whatever. But I mean, it is leagues safer. And it's got there's 3 driving modes. So there's a chill mode, there's a standard mode, and then there's a hurry mode. And in chill mode, it's gonna drive like Graham. It's gonna be in the far right lane going slow. In standard mode, it'll typically chill in the middle lane. It might pass somebody if they're going like extraordinarily slow. But then there's hurry mode. Hurry mode, like this car will, I mean, it'll drive like it's got somewhere to be. Like you can set it so it'll keep up with the flow of traffic up to 85 miles per hour. And in doing that, like say that the flow of traffic's going like 75 in a 65 mile an hour zone, and there's that one car in the fast lane doing like 65 on the dot. My car will go around them, pass them, put on the turn signals, switch the lanes, do everything, and I'm hands free. Like where my phone's sitting at right now. So I drive like 4 hours to go pick up my son on like every other Friday. And when I drive to go get him, there's times where I'll just set my phone sideways. I'll put up a movie, let the car drive, and if there's not a lot of traffic, a thing will pop up on the screen telling me that like it's safe if I want to use my phone. Like so there's even like safety measures that'll like allow you to use your phone or all kind of it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy what the future holds. This world is crazy. There's so much bad and just evil things going on. But today, I don't know, the way the sun was just hitting, it's like brisk outside. It feels good, and it just made me try to think about just like my blessings and think about like, you know, there for all the bad things, there's still some good. There's still some good. There's madness going in this world. I mean, politics are in shambles. Both sides are evil, which I'm not going to get into politics here. I'm just going to say that both sides are equally play their part in the division across the globe. I mean, honestly, but for the past week or two, that's all that's been in my head. It's all that's been in my feed. Every time I scroll, it's all that I see. And today, I don't know. It's not the way the sun hit me, and I don't know. I don't know. I felt blessed. Like, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything. Like, sometimes I think, like, man, I'm living in a Tesla, dog. Like you, like, relax, dog. Like, it ain't that good. But in reality, there's so many people who don't have a hot meal that they can go and grab. They don't have a warm place to sleep. And the reality is I don't need a gigantic mansion. I don't need to prove to anybody anything. Comparison is the thief of joy, they say. And I guess that's kind of what's manifesting right now in me and what I'm thinking about. And I'm just trying to be grateful. I hadn't went live in a while, so I wanted to and just chop it up with y'all. Thanks, silly. Yeah, they're really nice cars. I mean, they're really comfy, and honestly, I don't think that I could get away with living in a car quite like I do in here. So the reason I got this car, the goal was I'm gonna live in it, I'm gonna sleep in it. That's the only reason I bought this, because otherwise it's out of my price range. But the way rent is going and everything, I mean, $1,500 gets you a borderline slum. It's outdated. You got risky neighbors, and I'm trying to save and invest and hit my investment goals. Like, that's my largest thing. So when I'm too old and I can't work and I can't crawl back and forth, because I mean, I crawl back here, I crawl in this middle seat when I go to bed. There's gonna come a time where I can't afford to do that. So I'm just trying to set myself up so, like, I'm not a burden to somebody when I'm older, and I'm just trying to make the sacrifices now while I can and while I'm able, and also trying to instill in my son that, be grateful for what you have. And, you don't need a mansion, you don't need a gigantic apartment, you don't need a penthouse suite. Like, that's cool and all, but don't ever compare yourself to another person and what they got, because everybody started from a different baseline. Everybody has a different code for themselves, and I'm just trying to, practice gratitude and delay gratification as well. Like, not buying stuff frivolously. I did buy this hat recently because I got a haircut. If you look at my old videos, I had really long hair. I just took the buzzer and buzzed it off. It's another, the barbershops is crazy now. They want like $60, $70 for a basic haircut. And I'm just like, man, I could shave it myself, and I can learn how to shape it up and line it up, which I know, I can shape up the front. It's hard to shape up the back, but I do all right. I do all right. My coworker said that it's straight, so we're good. But let me try these eggs. Oh wow, these eggs are delicious. But yeah, I'm just practicing gratitude, and I wanted to go live and just see what people are up to. Life is so interesting. I hope you guys are enjoying your life. Where do you sleep? Like, in the parking? So when I sleep, I'll sleep in, so I drive for Uber, and Uber has special access to the airport. We get like a special tag, and there's times where I actually go sleep in the airport parking lot. It's one of the safer areas. Where I live in North Carolina, there's a city called Cary, and it's arguably one of the safer cities in the area. So I might find somewhere around there, like maybe it's across the street from a Tesla charging location. Sometimes there's a gas station right by the airport I'll stay at. Sometimes a Walmart parking lot. It really just depends. I try to stay in a different place like every other day, just so I'm not always in the same area. But one thing I've noticed, that having the Tesla, you get met by less judgment. People just assume, because I'm in a Tesla, that, like, oh, my life is great and I'm an upstanding citizen and I'm doing well. It paints a picture of abundance, and so I think with that, it allows me to be safer and not be messed with. I haven't in 9 months almost. That hasn't been a time where I've like had, any police come knock on the window. That was me knocking on the window. I haven't had that. I haven't experienced that yet. So I don't know how I'll handle that should that ever happen, but I kind of just float and sleep anywhere, everywhere that I think that I, deem safe. You gotta use your discernment. But I haven't had any problems. There's a few places that I frequent more often because I've actually talked to the owners. There's a couple of hotels that have charging, and I've actually talked to some of the management and told them my situation, like I'm living in a car, like if I don't bother anybody and I'm not coming in and out or whatever. Basically just like explain my situation and ask them, is it okay if every now and then, if you see my car charging, are y'all cool with that? I want to, just kind of make myself a little bit more known. So if you do see my car, y'all know what's going on. And anyway, a lot of people are cool with it. I've had some places be like, nah, and I've kind of burnt my bridges there. So I do it with some places, and then I just, ask for forgiveness later with other places. But I haven't had an issue yet as far as like while I'm sleeping or anything happening. But this is probably going to be something that I do I'm giving myself this year to kind of really make a financial leap. I got a mobile detailing business. Like I said, I'm the car's going back in rest mode. I got a janitor position that I work in the morning, cleaning pharmaceutical labs. I manage a social media company, and I freelance a lot. But this kind of is my last year to like see if I can do it on my own. And if I can't, I'm thinking by the fall of this year I might enlist into the Army. I'm 36 years old, and in America, I don't know where you guys are from or where you guys are watching from, but in America you have until 42 to enlist in the military. And I need some resources. Like I grew up an orphan. I was raised from like 5 years old up until I was like 17 by a guardian. But I'm essentially like a ward of the state or whatever that term means. But with that, I don't have many resources to pull from. Like I don't have any like family to hit up when like things go south. So I've kind of had to make, some drastic decisions to make things happen at times. And I'm just kind of to the point now where I'm like, all right, like if this year don't pan out, I'm gonna go to the military. I'm gonna sign up for 4 to 5 years or however long, whatever they want me to sign up for, and I'll get a free place to live, free food to eat. And as long as I commit to my job and get the job done, hopefully by the time I get out, I can be completely debt free, have a little bit of money in my pocket, and then honestly, maybe spend a couple years here as a civilian, get a job, save up a little bit extra cash, and then I want to leave the country, probably maybe somewhere like the Philippines or somewhere that's just a lot cheaper to live, and so I can just enjoy my life. I think I'll probably always work just because I don't like I have to be moving around. I have extreme ADHD. What's going on, Ern? How you doing? But so I'll probably always work to some capacity. And also I feel like it does good to, keep the body moving. They say, a body at rest stays at rest. But just figuring this life out, going through this journey and doing the best I can. Keep a level head and stay above water. Yeah, I've been thinking about moving to the Philippines. So, about 3 years ago, why I'm choosing the Philippines? About 3 years ago, I did an ancestry and found out that my father, who's not Filipino, but he moved and retired in the Philippines like 12 years ago. So I have some connections out there. And cost of living is really cheap. And yeah, I've heard it gets really hot there. And the weather sometimes is not favorable during like tsunami season and stuff. But, take the good with the bad, I guess. But that's kind of that's kind of mostly where my head's at. I've also considered Thailand. just somewhere where my money can stretch. But at the same time, who knows? Like maybe I go to the military, maybe I meet a good woman, we get married, and who knows? Who knows? I can't call the future. This is just what I'm thinking at a point of how my life is now. I'm single. Don't have much resources. I don't want to, dump all my money into this system that is just like feels like it's just draining me daily. So we'll figure it out one way or the other. I just have to get really good air conditioning. I follow a couple channels where they talk about like cost of living in different places, and the only thing I worry about is having like a local network. Like I've got great friends here. I got great people that I've met. And I do struggle like being disconnected for a long time. I get in my head and, I'm sure everybody does, but man, that was good. Most of the time I eat like I'm in prison, like super fast. So I appreciate y'all joining in and talking to me. I was able to, this is one of the most enjoyable meals I've had in a long time. I mean, man, glory to God. But it's because I ate it slower, because I'm talking to y'all, so I'm actually enjoying the food and enjoying good conversation. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up for those of you who did. That means a lot. I try to go live as often as I can, but sometimes I do get in my own head and I just flip the light switch off and just try to lock in. But if you guys can go back and you can watch my videos all the way from 8 months ago when I first got this car, and you can see the little creature comforts I've added, the couple of visual upgrades I've added to it, and just how it's gone from then to now. But got to head to my storage unit, so we're gonna self-drive. I'm gonna show y'all that real quick. Oh man, woo! Yeah, I gotta reorganize this car. I've been trying to downsize, so I'm getting stuff out of my storage unit and just giving it away. I got some friends that could use like some clothes and furniture and stuff, so I'm gonna load this gigantic beanbag that I have. It's like 7 foot. It's like 7 foot in circumference. It weighs like 250 pounds, but I'm about to load it into the back of the car, take it to a buddy's house so I can open up some space in my storage unit, because I want to downsize it so I can get a cheaper one, because it's starting to get expensive. And the more I keep that stuff in there, I'm like, I'm not using it. I'm not keeping it anywhere. Woo! And it's just like I'm paying to store it, and I'm like, I can get that stuff back. Like I'll end up paid for these items twice over just trying to store them. All right, we got a stop sign. Y'all don't use stop signs? Crazy. People just blowing the stop sign. I can't turn left. But yeah, once I get out here on the main road, I'll put it in self-drive, and I can put it in there out of the parking lot, but with nuance. I don't I trust the car a lot, but there's certain times where it does little things where I'm like, whoa, hold on now. But like right now, all right, so I got it. Now it's in full self-driving mode. I'll turn the camera. When it goes into full self-driving mode, it's all like that. And look, let's see if it does it without giving me a warning. y'all see, you see, no hands on the wheel. Back up here, my phone's hot from the dash, from the sun shining in. But yeah, like right now the car's driving itself. I forgot to take my shade out of the back, so you can't see out of the rear view, but you can see over here like we're moving. But that's so cool. And it's like little things like that, they're like, all right, I'm motivated. It's so funny how the smallest little things can get you, like, put some gas in your tank, for lack of a better term. Or we don't put gas in here, but I'm talking about my tank. But yeah, I'm headed to the storage unit now. I'm gonna clear that out, load some clothes up. I got some Amazon routes I gotta do this evening. I don't do the janitor job on the weekends, so I try to at least do like 2 Amazon routes, and that covers me through the weekend. And I pretty much, if I don't have my son, I'm working at some capacity. Always working. But yeah, the car's driving itself. I mean, I'm hands-free. And this is like a tight part of the road. Let me show y'all. Like, this is some skinny, this is like a skinny, it's a slimmer road. But it handles it just fine. Like, I mean, I'm fully confident that it's gonna keep me. So many cameras on the Tesla. Tomorrow's Sunday. Yeah, I might go live tomorrow. I don't really have like a set schedule, but I'm down. I'll go live tomorrow and we can chop it up some more. I'd love that. I'd love that. That would be awesome. So yeah, if I'll go, we'll say. So it's 9:30 a.m. where I'm at now. So consider that with your time. And I'll probably go live tomorrow. Let's say around 9 o'clock. Around 9 o'clock in the morning, or maybe when maybe a little bit earlier, and I'll show you my, like, when I wake up in the morning, what it's like in the morning. So let's do earlier. So let's say it's 9:30 a.m. where I'm at now. Let's say 8 a.m. Around 8 a.m. If you subscribe, it'll pop up and let you know when I'm going live, because it might be, you know, a minute or two of difference, you know, 10 minutes or so, whatever. But yeah, so we'll plan around then. I'll kind of show you my wake up routine, and I'll start the live, you know, in my bed. I'm gonna pack it up here in a minute, and you know, you'll be none the wiser. Once I pack everything up and like put it all away, I mean, it looks just like a regular car. There's such an extreme amount of storage in this car. I have a frunk, which is like a front trunk. I got my back, under my back seat, there's like a huge cubby hole, and that's where I hold my bed. Rolls up, and I fold it up like a taco, and it fits in a little pack. And I'm gonna put it back in there, and I'll kind of show y'all once I get it ready to get unpacked. How much battery do I got? I got 25% battery. I'll put it on the charger. I got a portable charger. And I got a big battery bank because I got my Xbox. So I have my Xbox under here in my back seat, so I can play Xbox. I use my hotspot off my phone. I have T-Mobile, and they have a plan where you get 250 gigs of hotspot, and that is more than enough. I mean, I can download stuff, upload stuff, play my game as much as I want. Really, I'm limited to how long my portable battery lasts, which it's got a car charger, which I've actually got to replace this car charger in the middle because I don't know what happened. Maybe I popped the fuse or something, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, it's been an interesting journey, you know. We're switching lanes now here. I'll show y'all again what kind of situation we're on here. And keep in mind, the car is driving itself right now. veer off and make this right up here. But it just knows. And it will quite literally take you to the parking spot and park the car. Now, sometimes it is a little finicky when it comes to parking, but I'm always pretty much paying attention, especially in like moments where it's stop and go traffic. Hey, be easy, silly. It was nice to meet you. But yeah, we're headed to my storage unit. My storage unit's over there. Up ahead is downtown Raleigh. So give you an idea what the capital of North Carolina looks like. This is like the heart of Raleigh. But I mean, it's incredible how good this car will drive by itself. I've had this car for 9 months or almost 9 months, and it is truly mind-blowing how, like, I mean, it's turning right now. We're going right. It's crazy. Oh man, it'll put a smile on your face. I mean, it's incredible, the ability that it has. Electric bikes sold here. Come on now, car, you can go. Sometimes it'll get a little finicky. It'll like stutter step. And then now I'm gonna take over, because we're about at my location. Got to clean things out. Got to get organized. All right, so I'm gonna load this gigantic beanbag that I have into the back of this car. We're gonna have to figure out a way to finesse it in here. I might even leave my bed up so I can stuff it in there. No, I probably should pack it up. I need more vertical space. But yeah, guys, maybe I'll go live in like an hour or two, and once I load this up and I get it over to my buddy's house, because y'all are not seeing my storage unit. It is not a representation of my character and who I am. It is disorganized, and that's why we're here, because I'm about to go organize it. But I appreciate all y'all tuning in. Subscribe, see more Tesla content while I live in this car, and just try to do daily life. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate y'all. God bless.